was that breaking point where it's like, okay, I can't keep doing this in the way or in the pace that I'm doing it?
Yeah, I'd say there's two big examples that are standing out right now. Is one, I had no friends, and I know that it sounds extreme. I had guys I could call and go get a beer with for sure. I had guys, if there was a game to go watch, I'd go watch a game or meet up for coffee. But I had no one I was really doing life with that we knew the deep things about marriage or about kids or just overall. And the reason being, Grant, is because during the week, I was traveling Monday through Friday. I was super employee. Then I'd come home on the weekend and try to be super dad and super husband. And so all in. And eventually I was kind of got to this point where I just felt lonely, like my cup was empty. And talking to some different people, it's like you need some people pouring into you as well. And so that was one of the indicators. And the reality is there's many business leaders that don't have a lot of friends. They feel guilty. Mm-hmm. They're working all the time. And then they think, oh, well, I better not go hang out with my buddies because my spouse will get mad or, And the reality is, for at least now, for a long time, I didn't even ask Holly if I could go hang out with people because I just assumed she'd say no or this guilt. But what ended up happening was after, having some mentors tell me I should get some friends and have a more frequent orbit with some guys. And so I did. I started putting together every Thursday morning, I get together with a group of guys. And now we have an annual guys trip to Florida in January. And now it's this orbit. What's cool about it is Holly wants me to go do it because when I go to this weekly meeting with these guys or the annual trip in January, I come back better. I come back full with, I've been laughing all week, or I've got ideas of how to be a better husband or father. And likewise for her. I love when she spends time with certain women. Now, if I was going out with guys that were just kind of dirt bags and, they were, talking about how they don't like their wife and they're talking about the waitresses or whatever it was, obviously she would not like that. But you got to surround yourself with good people. So that'd be one, is I did not have a good friend life. And I know a lot of business leaders don't have it. It's easy. It's low-hanging fruit when I work with clients. It's talking about when's the last time you had some fun with some buddies, and they can't think of it. So that was definitely one of them. And then the other is just my schedule controlled me. I had a assistant that had access to my calendar and was just throwing everything in there. I didn't know how to say no. Then came to my personal life. I had to say yes to every barbecue and every happy hour and anything I got invited to. So I had a chaotic, overly busy schedule, and I felt like I had zero freedom in that. And then once I started getting a coach and learning how to prioritize, if it doesn't align, with my vision, learning about automate, eliminate, and all these different things, I just started looking at my calendar differently. So coaching helped me get better having friends, being intentional at home, and controlling my schedule.